Okay, hello to the group. John Sturr here from Holiday, Utah. I want to talk about reel weights and what reels weigh and maybe why you should care. Maybe you don't care. I don't know. But what got me into this is I got them right in front of me here. I picked up the Abu Garcia Xenon for $225. It's about a $550 reel. It's last year's model. They've done some things where they've made maybe some changes or something. But I think today's Xenon, there's like two or three different kinds, but I think they're kind of the same. I think they're all the same. This is the 2500S, so it's the 5.4 retrieve, not the 6 point or 7 point whatever. My thoughts, and this is a whole nother topic, that the bigger the spool, I always want to retrieve as low as possible. I don't ever want to retrieve very fast. That's just me. That's just my thoughts and blah, blah, blah. And then, of course, your spool gets bigger. So your retrieve is going to increase anyway because the spool, anyway. So that's my thoughts on that. Leave your comments in below if you think I'm whack, which I probably am. No big deal there. So I bought this reel because it's supposed to be a better performer and it's lighter weight, crazy lightweight. I don't know how many ounces. I don't think I've even weighed this. I haven't done a YouTube on this for weight. I probably should, because I'm comparing it to the Revo SP 2500, which is over half the price, $135. Sometimes cheaper. They're getting harder and harder to get because they don't make these anymore. They stopped making these. And these are 2 to 3 ounces heavier than this. But here's the deal. When you get a lightweight reel, it doesn't balance on the rod, because the rod and the rod tip and everything else, it's hard to get something under 100 grams on a rod, especially a robust rod, not an ultralight rod like this, which might be 80, 85 grams, which is pretty darn lightweight, by the way. So if you can stay at 100 and 105 grams like this is, this thing just doesn't balance. I mean, the tip, I got a thing on that to protect the lure, so shame on me. I mean, this isn't a crazy scientific comparison. But I notice when fishing, it just doesn't balance. It almost becomes an issue because the reel is too lightweight. This balances. I don't have a lure on it or anything. So, once again, shame on me for cheating. But if you're not cheating, you're not trying. So this is interesting, and I never even thought it would be an issue that the real weight, it creates this weird conundrum of you're fighting the rod tip because it's too lightweight, because the reel is lightweight and it doesn't balance anything out. I know, first world problems, yada yada. But so anyway, here's my thoughts. Here's my thoughts for the day. If you're a fisherman thinking, I want a super light reel, and I'm going to spend $550 on it because I can, and darn it, I'm going to do that, I would think twice. Yep. I would buy the $100 to $300 reel that's not as lightweight, that's still a great performer, and it's going to balance on your equipment, because I think balance is so important. That those are my thoughts. I think balance and having that pivoting action. But I could be out to lunch because I'm not a professional fisherman, and all the pros out there, if they're watching my stuff, thank you very much. But they might be saying, yeah, Jay Sturr and Holiday is just whack. He doesn't know what he's talking about. And that could be true too. I'm open to new things. Always learning, always trying to figure this stuff out. Because it's a whole lot different than it was in 1984, I'll tell you that much. So I mean, balance and pivoting and the flow of the casting and then blah, blah, blah is, for me at least, really important and something to think about when you're purchasing new equipment and spending a crazy amount of money, which is why I like to get, not necessarily closeouts, but competitive pricing on eBay and everything else, and JDM and blah, blah, blah. Just my thoughts. The reel performs just the same as this. I didn't see any difference in performance. And if anything, the Revo Beast has bigger gears, so maybe that'll add to longevity. I'm doing this thing. It's just kind of weird. So yeah. All right, I'll stop that. Let me know in the comments what you think my thoughts are. If I'm totally whack, I don't know. But it's fun to have the best gear and know you have the best gear, but I don't know if it even matters as much as getting on the water and just fishing with your stuff. Whether you got a Zebco 202 or this fancy things, if you're catching fish, who freaking cares what you're using? All right, that's my update. Everything's going great. Weather here in Salt Lake is amazing. Glad we don't, live in the Florida and North Carolina area, because they just got hammered with the hurricane. Thanks for everything. Please comment. Appreciate it. I answer all the comments. Please like and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.